His girlfriend has exotic taste.
She always goes out with these foreign guys.
So we imported a blind date for her.
She likes the swarthy Mediterranean olive skin, phony French accent type.
And he gave her some international flavor.
Let me give you a kiss like we do in Belgium.
After he shows off his foreign tongue for his blind date,
She has slid all the way up to her puppic, all the way up.
will they bring their worlds together or have a change of heart?
Change of Heart. Now, this is a show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with somebody new, and we're going to meet their dates a little bit later. But first, let's meet our couple. Now, he's 11 years older than she is. They met 2 years ago when they both lived in Florida. They dated for about 8 months until she announced she wanted to date some other guys. And then a year later, she had a change of heart, and now they've been together for the past 6 months. Please welcome Jeff Korn and Sarah Thomas. Obviously, your relationship has had some twists and turns along the way here.
Yes,
Now, let's talk about when it was smooth, though. Jeff, tell me the best thing about getting Sarah back.
Well, she's a very caring person, you know. If I get sick, she'll come over and she has a whole care package. She has chicken soup. She doesn't make it, but she brings it, you know. And she'll have a get well card, and I always love Jeff, but she always writes a whole novel on the card, and then
yeah, she goes all out for
and
you.
then she might end up with my special back rub that I like. So
which of course helps. And Sarah, for you, what was the thing about Jeff that made you want to get back?
Jeff is an incredible person. He's very caring. He's funny. He's really funny. He always makes me laugh. And he would do anything for me.
Well, those are all the good things. That's nice. But I have to ask, Sarah, are there some things that Jeff won't do for you?
Yes, Jeff won't get a real job.
That could be a problem.
well,
Yeah, Jeff, he's always coming up with these harebrained schemes, okay? For instance, the Jeff Korn home exercise machine, okay?
Okay.
Now,
Wait.
he's got 100 of these sitting in his closet.
And he made this thing?
He made it.
I made this thing. Look at this right
Wow,
here.
look at the workout you get with that.
Yeah, well,
I can see that it really works on him.
She doesn't understand that I'm an innovator, you know?
He has never sold one. He's never sold one with a degree in marketing.
Hey, Edison did not invent the light bulb on the first time, you know?
Jeff, you've been back together now for 6 months. How do you think that things are going?
You know, she always talks about her ex-boyfriends a lot. Oh. You know,
We are still friends.
Yeah, but not too many guys want to hear about that, right?
yeah, but, you know, she's always threatening to dump me. Every time we miss a parking space, that's it, it's over.
should-
It's over!
You should just be glad that we're back together. Just
And now, Sarah,
enjoy.
tell us how he feels, though, when he gets insecure, because obviously it's a problem.
Okay, he expresses it in a very weird way. He tries to compete, like, with my ex-boyfriends, and he does this. Like, we'll be together, we'll be...
Yeah, well, you know what?
Just that.
See that?
Hold on, let her finish.
We're being intimate or whatever, and I'll say, oh, honey, that was...
You mean with me or them? That's a problem.
With you.
with you, and I'll say, honey, that was
Sure,
really...
how do I know?
I'll say, honey, that was really great, and then he'll start imitating my ex-boyfriends. He'll put on this fake Brazilian accent.
Well, she always goes out with these foreign
Hello.
guys. She likes it, you know, she melts.
Do
All
you
you have to do
like
is go, hello, ho, 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 ho.
Jeff, is she sensitive, though, at least when...
She's way too sensitive. She's always crying. Always crying. Always crying. She always says
Maybe
this
it's
thing.
because you make me cry.
Could be. What makes her cry, Jeff?
You know, we can watch a commercial on TV, and it'll be like cute family. She's going. She always says this thing. She goes.
Well, it means I am emotionally available.
We understand
and
that.
sensitive.
She
You
has a
don't wanna
nervous
date-
breakdown every day. Every day.
Sarah, is Jeff marriage material, do you think?
Well, I would like him to be.
Well,
However, he is divorced. He is sort of jaded about marriage, and
I'm
it
not.
breaks my heart
I'm
that
not
he sent
jaded
his
about-
wedding vows to someone else.
But now, Jeff, you're 11 years older, and you are divorced. What about her parents? How do they look at that?
they hate me.
Who would have figured?
Yeah, because I'm Jewish and I'm older.
No, that's not why.
I'm Jewish. I'm
They
older.
hate you. You did not try.
Older,
you did not
Jewish.
try. Let me talk.
All right, Jeff, tell us why you thought this was a good time to come on the show and go out with somebody else.
Well, we've been kind of in limbo lately, and we just moved out here to California. I thought maybe this would be a good way to test the waters here, to make sure that we are on strong ground. That's all.
All right, well, we'll see how the test proves then for you.
Okay.
Older and, yeah.
Yeah, Jew.
Well, it seems that Jeff and Sarah have some issues to address now. When we come back, we're going to meet the people that they dated, and we'll find out if they're going to stay together or maybe they'll have a change of heart. So stay with us. Change of heart. We are here with Jeff and Sarah, who are trying to smooth out the rough spots in their relationship. Now, Sarah says the once married Jeff competes with the men in her past, has no career at the present, and no prospects in the future. So we matched her up with a career-minded, never-been-married guy who never worries about the competition when it comes to wooing women. Please welcome Jean-Michel and Jeff. Jeff, I'll start with you. How does Jean-Michel compare with Sarah's exes?
Looks pretty typical. She likes the swarthy Mediterranean olive skin, phony French accent type. That's what she likes. That's what she likes.
Real French. Real French.
Yeah, what?
Sarah?
Genuine.
Sarah, question for you. How did Jeff know he had a French accent?
I told Jeff that there was a message from my date on the machine, and so he quick played it, heard the French, heard the accent, and so he left me a phony message from Jean-Michel. It said, "Hello, I am Jean-Michel. I want you."
That's what she likes.
Well, let me ask Jeff, though. Let me ask Jean-Michel. Was Jeff right about you wanting her?
I mean, when I first met her, you know, she was beautiful, she was nice. She had that smile, you know, that was a turn on for me.
Yeah, I like that. Sarah, does he remind you of people from your past?
Yes, Jean-Michel reminds me of my first love.
Oh boy.
Romero.
Jeff, is this the guy that you compare yourself to when you're making love?
Well, I don't know if I can compete with Romero, you know, because that's her first love, and she keeps telling me he used to do things that I can't do. So, you know, what am I?
Jeff, I'm sorry to hear that.
Or won't do.
I won't do.
There's a difference. Sarah, when you met Jean-Michel, did he greet you in a nice, warm fashion?
He didn't get out and greet me. I had to come around to the car. It was awkward.
So it was a little awkward at the beginning there, Sarah, but you get past that then, I guess?
Yeah, we did. We started, we went on a hike, and it was really fun. We went up to the mountains and the rocks, and it was...
You? You went on the rocks?
I have asked you so many times to go hiking with me, and you never go. You're always too tired.
Well, look at your... Yeah, you go hiking.
So we went up, and we stood on the rock, and he does some taekwondo, Jean-Michel does, so I taught him some tai chi on the rocks.
Jean-Michel? Was Sarah pretty good when she was hiking? Was she sure-footed?
Not really. I mean, there was we took that difficult path. At one point, she lost her balance, and she jumped on me, and
oh, how convenient.
Yeah, really.
She had my hand, and she was so happy about herself. She made it. I was proud of her, too, you know.
Well, congratulations, Sarah. And how did you celebrate once you finally got to the top?
We went out and got some juice, and we started talking. And I noticed this bracelet he had on his hand, and he said it was from his first communion. So I was like, ding, 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 we're both Catholic. And
great. Yeah,
he's never been married.
Yeah.
And we started talking about what we were wearing on our first communions. And I said I hated my communion veil and that I really wanted a really beautiful wedding veil someday.
Now, Sarah, did the date continue you just in hiking gear or what?
No, he was a total gentleman. And even though he lived far away, he took me home.
So you changed and you went to go where?
So we went to this little, very intimate French restaurant, and there was an accordion player, and it was very intimate. Let
me ask Jean-Michel, were things turning romantic in your eyes?
No, that was the perfect place, you know. She was nice, again, just perfect. And actually, and the conversation can get kind of intimate at one point, you know. She started talking about the strangest place she had sex.
So that's interesting conversation. Now, Sarah, you complain that Jeff doesn't have a job or no future. What about Jean-Michel?
Jean-Michel has a great job. He is in international telecommunications, just got a promotion. And so things look good there.
Yeah. It's a little different there, okay. All right, Jean-Michel, what did Sarah do when you took her home?
We went to her patio. The scene, the view was perfect. It was nice. The stars were there. She actually took my hands, and I had my keys in my hand. So she took my keys, and she put it in my pocket.
Wait.
And I'm not telling you which pocket though, but now she she put it in my pocket, and then she held my hands, and I said, okay, this is the perfect moment for a kiss, But the roommates were there in the back, and so we just give each other a hug, and I told her, let me give you a kiss like we do in Belgium. So I give her a Belgium kiss on her cheeks.
A little Belgian kissy. Okay, thank you very much. Will Jean-Michel's French accent and his Belgian kissing be enough to give Sarah a change of heart? That's what we want to know. We're going to find out later. But next, we're going to meet the woman that Jeff dated, and we'll hear what happened on their date. So stay with us. We've just heard what happened on Sarah's date with Jean-Michel, and now we're going to meet the woman that Jeff dated. Jeff told us that Sarah has dumped him once before and that she cries all the time. He also confessed that the thought of Sarah and Jeff together makes Sarah's parents cry too. So we set him up with a woman who would rather laugh than cry. Please welcome Peggy Gross. Hi, Peggy. Welcome. Jeff. Sarah, does Peggy look like a woman who loves to laugh?
Sure. Sure. If she's with Jeff, she'll be laughing loud.
We got a lot of laughs.
Yeah? Well, let me ask Peggy. Did you hit it off right away when you met Jeff?
Oh, definitely. When he called me on the phone, I had a little bit of laryngitis. And we talked and laughed for hours and hours. I didn't expect to be on the phone that long. And my favorite show was Ally McBeal, and I even missed Ally McBeal to talk to him.
Because of me.
Oh, that's pretty hardcore. Hey, Jeff.
And that's a lot.
Jeff, was Peggy as much fun in person then when you finally met?
Well, she was great. And I saw her, and she had this big mound of beautiful blonde hair. She has this slinky black dress on, and it was fantastic. It really was great.
Yeah, you're like, wow.
Yeah, I was definitely great.
All right, and Peggy, did your date start off like a typical first date?
Actually, it didn't. He did something really sweet. He came to the gate, and he brought me this big gift bag, and he wrote on a little card for me. He brought me a helium balloon. He brought me candy. He brought me nuts. He brought me stuffed animals.
Were they from the dollar store,
It
Jeff?
was so cute.
The dollar store.
99 cents.
store.
And then he even brought me like some little breath bits in case he could get a kiss at the end of the night.
No.
He was planning. Okay, Jeff, did Peggy give you anything that he brought all this stuff?
Yeah, she made me home-baked chocolate chip cookies.
Which you can't eat because you don't eat carbohydrates because you're always on weird diets.
She doesn't cook anything. So it was.
Oh.
And did you eat the cookie?
Yeah, we ate it.
He ate the cookie.
I ate the cookie.
He ate the cookie.
I just want to make sure it didn't go to waste.
I ate the cookie.
Hey, Peggy.
She made sure I ate the
Good
cookie.
boy.
That's right.
Peggy, Sarah said that Jeff can be a little insecure. Did you sense any of that?
Not really. The only thing that I can really say is maybe he was a little self-conscious about his car, but I thought his car was just fine. I liked it.
Sarah, since we are in LA, I have to ask you, did you notice Jean-Michel's car?
Yes, he was driving this big Explorer, and I was like, wow, this is a great car. And he said, yes, this is the kind of car I want my wife to drive because it's big and it's safe. I would never want her to drive, say, a Geo Metro.
Jeff, is that what you're driving, or what do you drive?
Well, yeah, for the time being, but
And you
we're
know.
driving around. We had a great time. It's a clean car. It's a nice car. It gets good gas mileage. And
Crumple zone.
better than
the whole
that.
car is a crumple zone.
We're driving around.
All right, Peggy, there you are, jumping into the Metro, and then you go where?
We went to play pool. I took him to this really fancy pool hall I know. And it was a lot of fun. And when I got there, because he's never been there before, I was excited. I grabbed his hand and I gave him a tour of the whole place. Yeah. And that was a lot of fun. And because it was a Wednesday night, there wasn't that many people there, so I showed him in the back. There's this beautiful, sort of sexy, long bar. And I jumped up on the bar,
Good
sort
luck
of laid
getting him to
back,
do anything on a bar.
and it sported a little sexy pose, and he had a camera. He took a picture of me.
That's
and
right.
So, it was nice.
So, Jeff, you're enjoying this posing while it's going on, right?
Oh, yeah. She had a slit all the way up to her puppic, all the way up here. She's lying there.
Still do.
Yeah, and look, I mean, she's very sexy. She's got great muscles.
Wait a minute.
And playing pool gave me a chance to go around and give her a couple of pointers from the back.
Oh, I'm sure.
Showed her how to hold
My
a
game
stick.
actually
Who
didn't
taught you? Excuse me. Who taught you everything you know?
Sarah, you ever get any kind of pointers from the back? Or from,
Not recently. I don't know, maybe tonight.
Jeff, I gotta ask you about Peggy. Does she cry like Sarah does? You said Sarah cries too easy.
Absolutely not.
She's dating you for a while.
Did you guys go out to dinner afterwards, and how was that?
Oh, we did. It was really great. We went and we had sushi, and it was
You've taken
really
me for
nice.
sushi many times.
Not like this.
He let.
Because you paid.
And Peggy, how was sushi?
Sushi was great. He let me order whatever I want, and we shared different things, and we had a lot of fun. We'd like look into each other's eyes and make yummy noises, and
Yes,
and he had like these sparkling greenish yellow eyes that I thought were really amazing. They sort of
like that.
they
All right, so
sorta-
dinner
they sorta
sounds good.
His eyes mesmerized me during dinner. So
And,
it was really
Jeff,
nice.
what about after dinner?
Well, during dinner, every time she leaned over, I noticed that the muscles in her arms were so toned, and I couldn't wait to take her dancing because I just wanted
Dancing?
to.
When do you ever go dancing?
I wanted to take her dancing because I wanted to feel those muscles that.
All right,
she
Jeff's
had.
full of surprises. How was the dancing?
It was fantastic. I'm telling you, she was shaking her ass, and her hair was. And the lights were behind her, and it was.
So it was all good. Peggy, Sarah was complaining that Jeff doesn't have a steady income. Would that bother you?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well-
I mean,
Give it a few years, sweetie.
the reality is he was so funny and so witty that if I spent the rest of my life laughing in a trailer park, I couldn't think of anything better.
I used to think that.
She doesn't know what she's missing.
Jeff, one last question. Do you think Peggy's parents would approve of you?
I used to
I think so.
that.
She's a nice Jewish girl, and I'm a nice Jewish boy, and I think.
So that may work out. Okay, will Jeff and Sarah have a change of heart, or are they going to stay together? During the break, they have to make that decision. We're going to find out what it is when we come back, so stay here. All right, welcome back. Here we are now at the moment of truth. During the break, Jeff and Sarah each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or have they had a change of heart? Now, you guys came on here because you wanted to see if the relationship was going to stay in limbo or make it stronger by dating other people. So that's what happened here. Sarah, we're going to start with you. You said you wanted to date somebody that had a steady income, maybe somebody that was never married, somebody that was more secure, and you didn't have to worry about them competing with your exes. We set you out with Jean-Michel, who was like your first boyfriend, you know, some of the other guys you've dated in the past. You guys had a really good time. You did the hiking thing and spent some time together. A little romance was going on there. But it is your decision. You have some history with Jeff. Stay together or change of heart.
Well, Jeff, I'm really surprised and shocked at the way you were on your date. Jean-Michel seems to be like almost everything I wanted in a guy. But I think Jeff and I have a really strong foundation, so I want to stay together.
Stay together. Jean-Michel, sorry things didn't work out for you. All right, Jeff, your turn. Now, Jeff, you said you wanted, you wanted somebody that you could trust that wasn't going to dump you and hold that over your head all the time. Somebody who wasn't so emotional and breaking into tears constantly. Somebody whose parents would approve of you. That was important. So we set you up with Peggy. You guys had a lot in common. You guys went, posing at the pool hall. You gave her some pointers. Then you went out dancing. And you thought her parents would even like you. So Sarah does want to stay together, but it's your decision at this point. Jeff, what do you say?
Well, Peggy, I really had a great time. And Sarah, we do have some issues that we need to go over. And after talking with my rabbi, I decided I'm going to have a change of heart.
Peggy, I'm going to assume it's okay with you.
Yes.
Peggy says it is. thought that your relationship was in limbo, and obviously it was. And there was
Now
a
I
little,
know.
Now you know, right? Exactly. Thank you very much for being on the show with us. That's our show for today. Thanks to Jean-Michel and Sarah. Good luck to Jeff and Peggy. We'll see you next time here on Change of Heart. Oh, Sarah.